What's up, dweebs, and welcome to the fourth episode of Mr. Satan's DweebCast. I'm your host, Mr. Satan, and this week I have my friend Steg from Notorious Nerds. We're doing a collab this month, and we're doing a giveaway for two $20 gift cards. You just have to follow and subscribe to us. You can check out the details on our Instagram accounts that are linked below. Steg's my friend, but he's also a fellow anime YouTube content creator. But I wanted to figure out more about where he started with anime, so that's where we start in this podcast. We go from WB Kids and Pokemon and Yu-Gi-Oh! To Tsunami with Inuyasha and Dragon Ball, Naruto. We do talk about some spoilers about My Hero Academia and Black Clover, but I do spoiler alert on the screen so you know. Just make sure you skip through if you're not caught up. Other than that, I really enjoyed this episode and I hope you do too. Make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Check it out. What's up, dweebs? I'm here with my friend Steg. He's over on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, all that, and Notorious Nerds. He's a fellow anime podcaster. What's up, man?
What's going on, man? Let's say thanks for having me on the show.
Yeah, man. I've been talking to him about this. He started doing content on YouTube about anime when I was still brainstorming about all of mine. He started putting it out, and it was really cool, and he had a lot of tips and really helped me kind of get my foot in. It was really a big help. And we're doing a giveaway on our Instagrams together right now for the month of October. 2 different separate things for drawings for $20 gift cards of your choice. So definitely want to check that out just for following and subscribing to both of us on YouTube. But anyway, let's do this interview, man. I've been waiting to... I've known you just the past few years. I was friends with your wife through work, and I never really got to. I don't know much about I don't know that much about you besides when we've hung out at get-togethers and shit, man. I want to know where you started with anime from the beginning, from the childhood. Where were you sitting on the floor? Where was the first?
For sure. I mean, obviously, I would say WB Kids.
Kids, hell yeah.
So 5 to 6, watching Pokemon for the first time, watching Yu-Gi-Oh! Season 1 when it first came out.
Yes.
So
man.
That would be where anime started.
Dude, was Pokemon? So, are you 20? I'm 26. You're 20. 27. Okay, yeah, you're older. So, so when you were watching Pokemon, it was also first season of Pokemon too.
Yeah.
So within Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon, where did you find what elements did you like the most as a kid? Like what were you looking for? Like what parts were your favorite?
Oh, for sure. I mean, obviously, Pokemon is a just when Pokemon started, it blew up as the games. And then they came out with the anime afterwards. And I loved the games because my one friend had a Game Boy, the OG, not color one with Pokemon Red.
Yes, so there's not even a backlight. Not even a backlight in that bitch, man.
Oh, no. And it's everything was all just shades of one color. So.
Yes. And the cries were there's only 3 cries, and they were the most weird noises.
Oh, yeah. They were just
weird. It's not even actually audible noises, man. It's just weird techno.
It's basically they had a keyboard program with a soundboard, and they just hit random keys to make the sounds.
But to make even those noises are this is what we're gonna make these creatures sound like in this game.
Yeah.
Someone's yep, sign off on that. Check.
Oh yeah.
So who was your fantasy walk around Pokemon as a kid?
Who? I mean, I love Charmander from the beginning.
Right. You have a Charmander tattoo, right?
I do.
Yeah.
So nice. I have an 8-bit Charmander, and then right next to him now I have Pikachu. Don't know if anyone can see, but yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. I love that Pikachu. I was gonna bring that up next. I especially love your Pikachu, like just because it is that OG one that's like the more rounded
Oh
Pikachu, and it
yeah.
just like hits me in that childhood when I see it. But then it like looks so cool with the bright electricity coming off his cheeks.
Hmm.
It's like this like new like
Oh yeah. I
it,
wanted specifically the box art from Pokemon Yellow
yeah,
because that was my first game that I owned.
okay. So yeah, what age were you? Were you
Um,
still like 5, 6 prior, or were you a couple years older?
I think Yellow came out when I was around 7, and I probably got a Game Boy Color around 8. So,
Gotcha.
yep.
I I remember playing Pokemon as a kid, and I remember not understanding really what at all I was doing.
Oh
Like,
yeah,
just
like
really, I'm hoping I wasn't alone on that. I was really like just trying to
oh
click
no.
through that game.
After like replaying for like many years, I've wondered how as a child I understood what to do. Like,
Okay.
because
I
it
thought that all the time. I thought maybe
no,
I was just a really dumb kid, but like,
no.
no.
The original games gave you no like hand holding at all. They were just like, here you go, here's a
Uh-huh.
Pokemon.
And we were 7, bro. And we were
Yeah.
7. And there was not internet wasn't like there wasn't like YouTube playthroughs that we could just go
Nope.
watch through. Shout out your channel. You got that heart gold right now.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, I can't I couldn't understand my friends that had that's whenever the value of the like books
Oh
were
yeah.
really important. I had this awesome book that I kept and would like look through and it would like it just had every evolution and like their types and everything, and
Yep.
that book was so valuable. I wish I still had that book.
Is that the Pokedex book where they had like it was like kind of green on the front?
Yes.
I have it.
Yes.
I found it. I
Oh.
got found it in mint condition at Goodwill for $2.
Oh my gosh. I just want to
Yeah.
look through that when I come over sometime. Oh my god. I just want to
Yeah, it's
I
amazing.
ha I had a friend gift me an OG like Pokedex because that was one of
Nice.
my favorite childhood gifts, and
Yeah,
I just having that is like a cool like shout out to my childhood, you know.
for sure. Yeah, I mean, if it wasn't for Pokemon, I probably wouldn't have gotten into reading. But like in kindergarten, my teacher's like, "Oh, what books do you like to read?" And like I couldn't find any, and so we back in the day of Borders when that was a store. My mom took me
Yeah.
there, and they had these little Pokemon tale books that were like hard, like not, they were just like hard cardboard almost, basically. Like, and there was only like maybe 6 pages, and that's literally what I got me into reading was these Pokemon tales. So,
Hell,
and then
hell,
since I've had a child, I got him about 6 of them that I was able to find off eBay. So,
nice,
yep.
nice. That's awesome. So, is he entertained? I know he's just like infant still. So, but is he like
Yeah.
entertained by the bright colors at all? Like when he
Oh
put
yeah.
on?
Yeah, one of his like so he's 5 months now, and one of his favorite shows is Pokemon. He
Uh,
loves watching the original like Kanto series, and then he loves watching Sun and Moon. And say, oh,
nice.
so just put that on for him, and he'll just watch it.
I so what's your favorite arc of original of Pokemon? Like which season?
Uh,
Because mine's not the first one.
oh
I'm
yeah,
just
no.
teaser. Mine's not the first one.
Honestly, I would say after now watching it with my son, I would say Sun and Moon because
Really?
it's the most recent one, and if you no one knew yet, he won the championship of it, which is the
Yeah.
first time in like 20 years.
Right.
So,
Once
so
you get past the animation, it actually is, still entertaining. Actually, more entertaining from what I've heard.
yeah, I mean, the animation is different, but like if you look at it, his drawing like of him, of Ash, looks I
Mhm.
feel more anime than previous because he like it's just like a different style of animation, I guess.
I get what you mean. I get what you
Yeah,
mean.
it's less cartoon.
Right.
So, yeah, but either way, I like the story of it better.
Nice. Yeah. My favorite was was the Orange Island series with Tracy came in instead of Brock, bro.
Yeah,
And
with
they're
the
riding
GS
around.
ball.
Yes, and they're riding around island to island on Lapras.
Yep.
Man.
I did like that series too, but that GS ball was a load of crap because there was nothing in it.
Oh yeah.
That like gold and silver ball that
Yeah,
they
yeah,
had.
yeah. Yeah.
Like
I
they're
forgot
just
all
like,
about
oh, go take this ball over to this island. Okay. And then like at the very end, it literally they never found out what was in it.
that.
So it's like, oh cool, this legendary Pokemon potentially was in this ball. Never spoke about it again.
Yeah.
So
So what was your favorite of the Pokemon movies though? Are you like hip with the Pokemon movies? I've seen
oh
I
yeah.
think most of them. Yeah.
Yeah, I've seen all of them, and my favorite was probably number 4, and I can't remember if that one is
That's the one
called.
after Entei, right?
Yes,
Which
it's Mewtwo. It's not. It's the second Mewtwo movie
oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
where he's on that island.
Uh-huh. I know
Like,
what you're
and
talking about.
yeah, and this is like it's a continuation to number 1,
Right.
basically.
Dude, a lot of people don't even know about like that one.
Yeah,
I feel like it's like because so many people love Mewtwo and they just like think that he only exists in that first
right.
movie.
Yeah, no. So this one was a continuation where Mewtwo has hidden with all his clone Pokemon, and
Right.
Giovanni finally found him. So that was my favorite, though.
Hell yeah. Dude, I always thought it would be badass to get one of the Mewtwo clone versions of the third of like one of the
Main
Charizard or
three.
yeah,
Yeah, where
like
they had
or
those
the
weird designs on them.
bro, yeah, I always
Like
thought that would be cool. A cool.
it, they never like. It's weird that they decided to do that too, because like they never brought it up why they had the designs.
Oh yeah, it
Like
was like,
he,
it's still anime, so we can do anime shit whenever we want.
right? But I'm just like,
Senseless anime
it's
shit.
weird that he cloned all those Pokemon and only
And only those
those three
three.
had weird markings that
It's
none of
kind
the
of
other
like
ones
I don't
had.
know. You know what I always chalked it up as? I was like, those were the first three. They were like they're a trial thing.
Right? Maybe it was
Yeah, and
like
then they
imperfect.
really, or yeah, I don't know. That was such a weird. It was weird, but they look so badass when you're a little kid watching that one.
Sure.
Yeah, dude. Pokemon soundtrack was my the soundtrack to the first movie, like that CD was
Oh
the
yeah.
first CD I ever purchased as a child. Like that was my first CD as a kid.
Really? Yeah, I used to jam out to that brother song on there.
Oh, okay. So yeah, I have a little brother and we loved it. And my like I swear my mom would like fix fights with that song. I really would be,
Nice.
you know how they like hit each other and then they start
Right?
crying? Yeah.
Literally your life.
Or
Nice.
but then you use it too many times and it's like, Mom, it's not gonna fucking work. You know, you're not saying fucking
Right.
because you're like 8, but like
Yeah.
it's not gonna do it, stupid. What anime series are you most excited to show your son in the future?
Probably Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Ooh, for uh-huh. That one. Okay, so why? Why?
So mainly because it's one of the only anime that I have probably watched like more than any other series, like combined, and also because it's just like a perfect, like wholesome anime. So
Right. There's nothing crude about it. There's no
like there's some dark elements, sure, but I feel like the depends on your
that's a
age if you'll catch on to them.
right. Right. And yeah, so I'm watching that the first time through because I never watched that one.
Oh
That's
man,
kind of like the one that we've been throwing on like in between if we've like don't have anything new of our
yeah,
current shows to watch, that's what we've been throwing on together to watch because that's one of my fiance's favorites.
yeah,
She loves it. And it's anyone who's grew up with it, it was one of their favorites. And for some reason, I the art style deterred me as a kid. I was like, what's this? It doesn't belong on Nickelodeon. I don't like it.
yeah.
If
Let's
it had been
say
presented to me on WB11, I probably would have not batted an eye and watched it
right.
wholeheartedly.
Right. No, and on one of my episodes actually that we just had about our top 10, that was my top. And we talked about how, like, it kind of sucks that it was on Nickelodeon
Yeah.
because, like, the writers wanted to do more. And Nickelodeon was like, we have a children's show here. You're not allowed to do, anything basically that we would consider like risky for children to watch. So had it been on like Toonami or something, I'm sure people would be dead like throughout that whole anime. Like there'd be
Yeah.
actual murders.
Yeah, that would make it a lot more interesting. I would love to see because of just the way that Aang like just like does like the cool like senseless shit with
Hmm.
airbending and everything.
Oh yeah.
The possibilities for fight scenes that are
Oh.
slept on, that are
Oh yeah.
just slept on.
And the fact that like everyone just gets knocked out. Like you just hurled a boulder twice the size of a human being at someone. He gets hit by it. He's just knocked out. He's not dead by no means. Is his body
Hey,
still
hey,
intact? Yes.
sir, how dare you? Because even the great uh Tsuchikage.
I mean, I'm just saying.
The Tsuchikage was squished by two moon-sized
Right.
fucking craters on top of each
That's
other.
different. They have training throughout their whole like career. They're a different level of human.
Okay. Okay. Which by the way, he's the new DLC for Shinobi Striker. Do you play that game at all? Have you?
I have it downloaded on my PC, but I have yet to start it yet.
Okay, well, oh, you know what? PC and I'm on Xbox. We might that one's cross-platform. We can play that one together.
No, we can't.
We can't? You checked?
No, it's only on PS4.
Son of a bitch.
Yep, because PS4 doesn't like to play nice with Xbox when it
I
comes
just
to.
want to play video games with my friends.
Yep, and it
Why does it
sucks
have to be this hard? It's
because
like
we play all the Dweeb games, and so they only are usually exclusive on PS4, and
right.
so they
Yeah.
don't like to share.
Yeah. So so that I'm all right. So I'm probably at some point this weekend I'm gonna be playing that game because I keep seeing everybody, all the anime YouTube content
Hmm.
creators posting about like that game is resurfaced and all the updates have made it worthwhile. And
Nice.
I did enjoy it for a little bit, but it got stale because it wasn't ready yet, really.
Yeah, there wasn't
Kind
enough
of like,
content.
yeah, kind of like I have high hopes for maybe Jump Force will get better someday, but
Jump
it
Force
probably
is a
won't.
really good game when it came to like not so much the story, but like I like the
Oh, I mean,
fighting of
definitely
Jump.
not the. Okay, yeah. So the fighting is great. It almost reminds me of Ninja Storm in
Hmm.
a way, and I really, really like the fighting. Uh, but the story in that game is,
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's just ready, like fighting stances,
Hmm.
like kind of like how Pokemon are all the time. Which
Yeah.
like I'm fine with Pokemon doing it, but don't make Goku just stand there and make me click through his fucking dialogue.
Yeah.
Do not do that because I will hate you,
Yeah.
bro. Like I would do nothing but talk shit and tell everyone how it's. I tell people it's like a Nintendo 3DS game. Like you're
Yeah.
clicking through the fucking just
Yep. It's very lazy
it's
with the technology we have now.
they're like we were making this game and then someone else was like someone else saw it, they're like you could put it in the Unreal 3D engine and then now we have that game. Like it just looks like they were like someone let us use this and now we're gonna make this real quick.
Right.
It's
They were
it's
basically like, let's put it in the Unreal Engine, but to save money, let's cut all the voice actors other than the few, ha, hey, whoa, and that's about it.
right. Right. I feel like it's as lazy as my fucking anime edits. It's like dragging PNGs into fucking something that else already that exists. It just be like, yeah, now I can make you do whatever because you're in that.
So one thing I will point out, so I played the Black Clover game that they had
I
for,
still haven't played that. Because I only recently, like 2 weeks ago, caught up. So
yeah.
I
Um, I'm not impressed by it at all. and that's probably why you heard nothing really about it other than the fact that it released at some point.
Oh
Because
man.
so it's really weird. Like I have one video up of it, and I only did one video because it's super weird that so like the transitions they don't have a consistency. Like there'll be one where it's a full-fledged anime scene. Like they had straight up like out of the anime itself scene. And then the next one will be two still PNGs talking, but not actually talking. It's just really reading dialogue.
Right, and they're like appearing, but like, and they're not
Yep.
even actually like
Oh yeah,
put
it'll
on
just
the
slide
background.
over
You're
and
right.
then
They're not
slide away.
actually on the background, bro.
Yeah.
Ah,
And yeah, then
stop it.
they'll have like a third
Try,
style where
try.
it's like
Hey, try.
yeah. It was really weird. I was like, why did they choose to not just do one style? They have like three or four different styles for cutscenes, and it just doesn't seem. It just seems
But
like
you know
they.
what? Jump Force does that too. Jump Force does that too. Not like
I
straight
mean,
anime cutscenes, but
yeah,
like there's ones where like everyone's like moving and shit and like not doing their normal stand ready poses. Then there's
it's true.
ones cutscenes where they are doing their stand ready poses. Then there's
Yeah,
cutscenes where they're doing like crazy dumb shit where there's only like four of those. There's
yeah.
only like four. There's only like four real cool cutscenes in that whole fucking game. And you know what? It's actually kind of too hard for how dumb it is.
Oh yeah. There's some of
That
the
one is so hard for how dumb it is.
yeah for some of the mission like story missions. I was like, this is dumb. So
Oh, dude, you know what's the worst is that I was probably the most hyped for this game than I have been for any game in a
yep.
long time. Long time. And I I asked for it for Christmas. I got the $100 like the big
Collection.
boy one. Yeah,
Yeah.
man. I was like, oh yeah. And that included all the DLC, right? But the
Yep.
DLC hasn't been released yet. Well,
Yeah.
it's
Pieces
five
of it have.
characters. Five characters have been released. Three were released at once, and now we got yeah. So, but do you know who the confirmed like other ones are?
Yeah, I saw there was like forever ago they confirmed 9 of them.
Yeah, yeah. Bro. So Madara, obviously, that one will be crazy,
hmm
and I mean, we already have the, Sasuke and Kakashi, so like seeing those Susanos, I'm hyped to see what Madara's looks like in that game.
Yeah.
If they're, and I also don't know if they're gonna use Ten Tails Jinchuriki Madara or just fourth grade Ninja War like regular Madara.
They might do both as like one as a transformation.
Oh, why didn't I consider that? That's obviously what they're gonna do, man, because they have to
Yeah.
give him a transformation. That's a
Yeah. So
no-brainer. Fuck. Ah, okay, okay. So the other one I'm really, really hyped for is Thousand Year Blood War arc Toshiro Hitsugaya from Bleach.
okay.
Do you fuck with Bleach?
A little bit. Not as much as I probably should. I just
It's
didn't
okay.
watch it when it came out, and then now I have so much shit going on that I have not
Dude,
tried to watch it.
of all the ones you would really I really think you would enjoy that one because it was one of the ones that really got me into like more
hmm
being like, oh yeah, I really fuck with anime now. Like
Yeah.
that.
I mean, I watched like 7 episodes of it, so like I started it, but then I have a problem of starting animes, and then if it's like something that's already finished, like Bleach, I'll move on to something that's brand new
Hey,
because I want to watch
don't
that.
don't play with my emotions like that. Bleach isn't finished and it never will be.
Oh no, it is.
No, it's
It's
not
like
finished.
three
And it
hundred
can't
and
be.
three hundred
No,
and
do you
like
not know?
66 episodes,
No,
and
do you not know the manga goes on for
well, that's
another
the manga.
200 and it never finishes. It finishes in the worst way ever in the anime, and it's supposed to go on with the manga. Like everyone else, it's literally 200 more chapters, man, and you
Yeah.
find out the entirety of his power. You only learn a little bit. It's anyway. You know what? That's just that's a pitch against it. Really, you're gonna be like, cool. Now I want to watch it less.
No, it's all good. I'll eventually watch it. I have to pick and choose when I watch anime and what I watch.
That is one I would say to skip your filler. Look up the
Yeah.
filler list because it isn't here and there episodes. It's entire seasons.
Yeah, I can't skip filler. I have a very bad problem with not skipping filler, and it's because
Oh,
of
well, no
Naruto.
wonder it takes you forever. No wonder it takes you forever. All right,
Yeah.
let's get back to your anime history. So, Yu-Gi-Oh! From
Yep.
Yu-Gi-Oh! Where'd you go?
Probably next few years later, discovered Dragon Ball Z.
Okay, what would you like about Dragon Ball Z? Where did you start it, and did anyone show it to you?
No one showed it to me. I just because as a kid, you had like there was Disney, there was like WB, Nickelodeon,
Cartoon
and
Network.
then and Cartoon Network. That was about it.
Yeah.
So once it finally started coming on Cartoon Network, I was like, okay, I'll watch the show, and then I liked it from there.
Okay.
So it wasn't a hard decision, I would say.
Right. Was it like when it was starting on there, like Dragon Ball Z? Like, did you see it from
um,
the jump, or?
so Dragon Ball Z had a common problem of we only got, and I don't know if you remember this, but we only got like 70 episodes at first that were
Oh
dubbed.
wow.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So yeah, the first 70 episodes just kept replaying until they finally decided to do the rest. And so
Oh
I
wow. I didn't know about that.
yeah, so like we only got a short spot of it and then finally and the thing is it like the 70 episodes it goes into the Frieza saga, like the Ginyu Force, and that's where it cuts off. Just like
Oh.
yeah, it just like
Oh.
stops there and then they would
So
just
did it get
nope,
to like the Krillin death, or did it
nope.
like? Oh man,
No, we're
that's
talking
just
like
cringe,
level 1 Frieza, like
bro.
Ginyu Force being the
Juice,
main thing.
bro. Juice.
Yeah.
And Burner, and oh dude, what they are the
Yep.
worst part of any Dragon Ball game.
Yeah.
Raccoon kick, bro. Fuck
Yep.
out of here. They, oh man, they, and then yeah. So where do you remember where it cut off at? Like where?
So yeah, it was basically like just like the Ginyu Force going against like all the minor characters before Goku
Uh,
like basically
like
was like,
Krillin and Little Gohan and yeah,
yeah, Piccolo.
gotcha. Piccolo.
Yep.
All right. So, was there anything that you like? Were there any characters that you were like drawn to in particular in Dragon Ball for any reason? Like that you like were like,
Um,
I relate, or like, I feel like that guy.
so I really liked, I mean, I obviously like Goku, but mainly because he's like, I just want to fight people just to get stronger, And
Right.
then I liked Piccolo because he was like such a hard ass, but at the same time like such a father to Gohan.
Oh, the best stepdad, bro.
Right. He's more of a dad than Goku.
Right, right, but like that's just like how that's the quality. That's what you say about a good stepdad.
Yeah, exactly.
Chi didn't even give him no love, man.
No,
He just out there parenting because he needed to.
right.
It's like shit. He
Goku's over
died,
here dead, so he's like, I
right?
guess I'll raise this dude's kid.
Like this. If we want any hope, his
Right.
son's like the only fucking thing, man. I gotta start. Chi-Chi's gonna ruin him. I don't even want to go back there. I'm just gonna
Nope.
go take. I'm gonna take this child in the woods and for years and make him strong.
Exactly.
Not exactly good parenting skills, but also anime for logic. Great,
Right. Yeah.
great.
He didn't let him die.
I Dragon Ball is what I stopped watching anime like after like Yu-Gi-Oh and all that, and I didn't
Hmm.
get back into it until I right after high school, or like last year of high school or so.
Hmm.
And Dragon Ball is like what got me back into it. And I watched all of original Dragon Ball and then
Hmm.
watched Z, and I suffered through so much. I didn't skip filler either because I wanted to. I was trying to be pure-hearted
Yeah.
anime fan from the start. I really wanted
Right.
to. I want. It's like, but I made it through all of Dragon Ball, and then I started Z, and I was like, "Oh, this is why people fuck with this." Like
Yeah.
I liked it all. I liked it all, and I watched like 300 something episodes of original Dragon
Right.
Ball, or it was like 100 and something maybe. I don't remember.
I didn't watch it, so I wouldn't know. I've never watched original
I
Dragon
can't
Ball.
remember if Dragon Ball. I get the episode numbers of Dragon Ball and original Naruto confused.
Original
Anyway,
Naruto was like 500 or
right.
like something. It was because I'm
It was
pretty
it was like
sure.
three. It was like 300 and something.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm gonna put the number up there, and yeah, you'll see.
Yeah. Okay.
I'll correct us. No worries.
Okay.
So, uh, but what was I talking about? The Dragon Ball, the original. Yeah. So once I got to Z, it was just It was so. I had to like continue watching episode like a bunch of episodes at once.
Yeah.
That it became like I became a fan of anime, and then for real.
Right. Binging.
Yeah. Yeah, but Piccolo is dad goals, you know?
Right.
So then after that, you moved on to other Toonami ones,
So
I'm sure, right?
so I'm sure like any kid in our age group, there was the time where you first discovered on Saturday nights they actually play anime.
Adult
And
Swim.
yeah, and Adult Swim would play anime at the time, and I remember like I would be sneaking into my sister's room because she had a TV in there and turning it on and just watching anime in her room at like age like 9 or 10 while I'm supposed to be asleep for school and shit. So yeah.
Yeah, dude, I'm, I miss out on that, man. I really like that is such a common thing with everyone I do these with. Like every like
Hmm.
dude that I talk to, at least everyone's like, oh yeah, I'd sit there and like I had the volume on 2 and like
Yep.
the bright and like I even turned the brightness on the TV down.
Right. Oh yeah. So like
And
I
you
would
had another channel on last. You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Yeah, it's like, oh shit, mom's coming in. Let me go back to George Lopez.
Carlos, yeah, like that. Yeah, exactly. Any of the like Nick at Night shit.
Yep.
For some reason, you're like, yeah, she'll believe that I fell asleep watching something I really like,
Yep.
and this is on now.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
fooled you, mom.
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
like when the
so
anime kid pushes up the glasses in any
right.
anime.
Yep. So I watched a lot of Inuyasha during that time.
Ooh. Kagome! Sorry.
Yeah, you're good. Yeah, so I fell in love with that anime, and at the time, that was like the most gory anime I had seen at the time. Like, because no animes during the daytime had like blood or anything.
Right, right. I
So,
didn't get to see any of that shit, man. I mean, if they would have made Pokemon bleed, it'd be a little more.
right? You just watch Pikachu like wipe off blood from its face.
Right? Oh my god, that'd be brutal. I never really thought. I mean, I thought about it because I like, because like the new Pokemon manga and stuff is pretty brutal. But like, I've
Oh
never
yeah,
thought about like it being animated.
yeah,
Really, I don't know. Yeah, like I didn't think about the cute ones. I thought about the brutal ones bleeding. I'm like,
right,
yeah, Charizard could like get an arm cut off. That'd be fucking badass. Because like in the
right.
manga, like Arbok gets its head cut off.
Oh
Like,
Jesus,
oh, it's dope, man. Like, oh shit, and it's by a Charmeleon. Like
Jesus.
using Slash, it's dope. And
Yeah,
like, and and like you see the cross section of the Arbok, like.
Jesus. That's brutal
But
as fuck for Pokemon.
right, but like, I can't imagine like the cutesy Pokemon getting hurt. Like if you did that to a Jigglypuff, I don't think I could stomach it. It would hurt my.
Someone just pops Jigglypuff like a balloon.
You know what? Yeah, that'd be funny. So, Inuyasha, what'd you like about Inuyasha?
Probably that it felt like I was like being like mischievous by watching this show
Right,
at
that
11 or 12 at night, and I had no idea what they were saying because again I had it like on 2 volume.
yes, yeah.
So yeah, I'm just watching them like
You're not even
fight.
watching them in chronological order either. You're
Nope.
just trying to like pick up for what's there.
Yep. Like no idea what happened last week, but yep.
Yeah, the shows that did that were always the most helpful. That like give you the episode beforehand or gave you the recap beforehand.
Yeah. I ended up going back and rewatching it when I got into like my first year of college, but just to try to see what it was all about now that I was older. And I liked it. It was good. Wasn't like the best anime I've ever seen, but I would say at the time when it came out, it was good.
Okay. And what age were you probably around then? Like 12?
I was like 9 or 10, I would say
9 or
when
10? Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, so this is just like really in succession. All right. Well, then from there.
Probably Naruto when it was on
So,
Toonami original like stream.
oh wow,
It,
yeah.
yeah, and that would
That's
be around when I was like in high school, I would say. Well,
okay.
no, it was before high school. It was middle school because high school is when I finished Naruto. So,
So that might be the mystery to why right there is probably the real piece of the puzzle to why you don't skip filler. You went from Idiwasha, where you couldn't follow it at
right.
all, to Naruto, watching week by week with the like some of the hardest filler.
Yeah. Oh no, there was so I lived with a buddy at the time and during high school and he owned every season on DVD. So there was one week where we just said fuck school and we just called off like every single day and we watched every episode for a week straight.
Ooh, that sounds
Yeah,
nice. I wish I could do that right now, man. Fuck
right?
that.
I want a week
Fuck
off doing
that.
nothing but watching anime.
Oh man. Right? If I could do that for so many, I would be so caught up on all the things I need to watch, man.
Yep.
It's
I'd be
it's
like, "Oh,
fall
bleach, I
anime
watched that."
season. Exactly. It's fall anime season and I'm already behind on everything because I'm
Yep.
such a new anime fan that it
Yeah, no, there's so much I need to watch. Like we just did our episode for everything coming out, and there's 46 animes with continuing series and brand new series, and I was just like, I'm gonna pick like 5 of these, and I might watch them.
right? And even that
Yeah,
feels kind of ambitious, you know?
yeah, I know. Right. I was like good with spring where I had like 3 shows only, and that's it.
Right?
That was all that I was watching.
Well, I'm trying to play catch up with a few ones that are going to be airing this fall because
Yeah.
I was just before we were talking about it, I went and got some Chinese food because I can't stop watching Food Wars. I need to, and I had the season finale, and I was like, yes, I'm gonna watch the season 1 finale. But I was watching your shit, and I didn't realize they were on season 5 with Food Wars because I just started it this week, and I just finished the first
Yeah.
season. I didn't realize they were on season 5 now, and that just like aired today, and I'm like, I there's 24 episodes a season, right? Like that's 100
Mhm.
episodes of a
Right.
food slice of life anime, bro.
Right.
Like I love it, but that is a quite
That's
a
a
feat to
yeah, to watch that fast.
but which one are you most excited for this fall? Can you
Oh,
tell me?
hands down, My Hero.
Yeah.
Hands
Yeah.
down. I need to
Yeah.
find out everything that's about to happen. And it comes tomorrow.
I'm ready. Do you know when it's gonna be? I forget because don't it's not neck and neck, but do they release the dub pretty soon after, don't they?
So last season they called it a sim like they were gonna do it where it same day.
Yeah.
So and they started that for about 5 weeks. And
Right, I remember that.
then they got like fucking behind by like 3 episodes. So basically, I guarantee they're saying they're gonna do it again. So like tomorrow there should be a dubbed episode, and they're gonna,
Bitch.
but there's a good chance that they're just gonna fuck up again.
Bitch.
Yeah.
Don't you put that evil on me. I love me a dub, bro. Cause my girl won't watch it if it's not dubbed, man.
Oh really? Yeah. I mean, my wife will watch it, but she
I
has the tendency to just like stare at her phone, and then she misses some, and I'm like, did you not see that?
uh-huh.
Wow.
And then I have to be that annoying fucking weeb, like
Right. Nope. We're rewinding this
you're
shit.
missing it. You're missing
Yep.
it. So I mean, and then they get frustrated that and you're
Oh
like
yeah.
this could
I
all be
get
avoided.
yeah. I'm like I get frustrated because I have to keep rewinding for you because I'm not
I
gonna let you miss it.
right, and I've already watched it, and I'm convincing you to watch it. So let me watch it for the at least the third time, at
Oh yeah.
least.
Exactly.
I actually found myself to be a better at watching subs
Mhm,
if I watch them on my phone so
mhm.
that I can't use my phone to distract myself.
That's true. That's very true. I have that problem anyway because like I'll be watching on TV and something will come across my phone, like a text or something, like, oh, let me check that real quick. And my brain, after watching so much subbed, has convinced itself that I'm listening to, regular
Yes.
like
Yes.
regular language, but it's actually Japanese. I know none of it.
Bro. And I'm like, oh no, I had to watch that to understand.
Yeah. So
And
basically,
I
I have to go
understand it
back and
like,
I'm like,
oh, they're fighting now? They're
right?
fighting now?
Yeah. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't know Japanese. I need to go back.
All right. What character resonates with you the most in My Hero Academia?
Oh, that's a
Not
hard.
what quirk would be the coolest.
Yeah,
What
yeah,
character
yeah. That's hard.
you're like, oh, that's
I would honestly say it would probably be Deku. And
Deku.
that,
That's
yeah.
acceptable. That's so
And it's because I can cry at times. I'll admit it.
yeah,
but
bro.
but also like I think the at least true to myself, if I were to have a power of any kind, I would definitely use it how he does, where he like uses it for just pure good. He and
Right.
like I think I would have such a hero complex that I would want to just constantly use it to save people.
I got
So
you. That's cool. I
it
fuck with that. That's a good reason. I like Deku I like that he cries not only sad tears, but he cries so
like
many
angry.
different kind of tears.
Yeah.
Angry tears, happy tears, proud tears. There's many different tears of Deku.
Right.
Like you see a picture of him crying, like no, I need context. This could be
Right.
a great moment or a tragedy. I have no
Right.
idea. I
Exactly.
uh I'm excited to see how him and Lemillion like
Hmm.
interact in this new one. I did that fan art for that
Yeah.
one. I'm that character's interesting, man. There's something about him.
Yeah.
I
I
I
really
know.
hope that his costume is able to go underground and stuff with him. I'm pretty sure it does, but I really hope it does because I'm like, it's such a not as cool quirk if he has to be nude all the time for it to
Right,
work.
right.
Plus, you have to protect yourself, and I'm just like, to have that just slinging around while going underground and popping back up to fight people, I'm like, that's dangerous. So,
Like, bro, I wouldn't want to be dragged across carpet like
nope.
that. So let alone going
Yeah,
anime style, like a
right.
diglet through the using dig attack through the ground,
Yep.
or like Naruto punching Neji in the face.
Yeah. Just like, I hope he can keep his costume on.
Oh, dude, we glanced right over Naruto. I didn't even. I want to go back real quick. So,
Sure.
what what did you like most about Naruto?
Well, so when I was watching it the first time when it was just on TV, I probably didn't keep up with it chronologically, at all. But
Right.
then when I started watching it that one week, like I think I just loved the like just who Naruto was. Like, I mean, it's the same reason I continued Naruto through Shippuden and
Sorry, 1 second. 1 second. Yeah, I.
yeah, so basically I liked the missions. I did the main thing I really liked about it is the actual moves and stuff they could do, their powers essentially. It reminded me a lot of
Yes,
it was I mean it's a shoujin anime, so it reminded me of Dragon Ball Z, but
dude.
it wasn't on
Yes.
the same scale because Dragon Ball Z was like let's instantly go to overpowered.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's just
Where
blow shit.
yeah,
Exactly.
where Naruto was like, okay, there's gonna be a good portion where he only can do two things, and that's it.
And
So
just the understanding of power,
yeah,
of chakra,
for sure.
versus just energy. Like they don't even have like a constant name for it really throughout Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
But I guess key. They call it key.
Yeah.
But but the like understanding of power and difference of power on person, because in Dragon Ball it's just like beams of light that
Yep.
destroy shit, right?
Right. Like they just have energy beams,
Right,
essentially.
but you got Shikamaru manipulating the fucking shadows.
Yeah.
I would have, I would kill to like I also can't wait to show, that's the one I can't wait to show my kid, but
Hmm.
obviously can't show them till they're like 12 or whatever because sexy jutsu and all that.
I
But
mean, my 5-month-old watches it. He actually loves the anime openings more than anything.
oh, bro,
Like,
me too. Me and your 5-year-old, bro, because I go hard.
yeah,
I headbang for every anime opening, fucking
if you want to
ever.
see him get the most excited, just randomly put on Naruto, one of Naruto's like openings, and he will like rock out to that. Like he gets so hyped.
Dude, I love Bluebird so much. I learned how to play it on saxophone.
Nice. That's awesome.
It's really easy, but like I just like one day I was like, I wonder if that exists, and like literally like sheet music playthrough for tenor saxophone Bluebird like is a video on YouTube. And I
Oh
was
yeah,
like,
I'm sure.
oh, someone put this here for me. Aw. Had like 5 other views. Like me and 5 other people are really happy this exists, man. Thanks.
Right. There you
It's kind of
go.
how I feel about my podcast. I'm like, I'm sure like 5 people are like really happy this fucking exists, man.
Nah, you're doing actually really well. And say you gained way more traction right away at the beginning than I did. Like my stuff
That's
literally
just 'cause
was
I'm
getting
cool.
like it's because what?
It's because I'm a whore.
No. Nah, it's cause I would say it's cause like you are putting out content that, people want to watch, and then also like you have a good fan base like from the beginning, where like
Yeah.
I had to constantly like build my channel to be something, then people fell out. And then rebuild it, and then people fell out. And so
Right.
finally, like now I'm to a point like
I
it's
feel
more
like you have like a
consistent.
great platform now. Yeah.
Yeah, it's way more consistent.
Yeah. You just had to build that you had a an unsteady foundation at first, and
Yeah,
it made it for like weird to follow. But I watch your shit every week now, like
nice. I
well, multiple
appreciate it.
times a week. I wish that I didn't have to put so much effort into these long episodes, so I could put out multiple things a week, because I do
Yeah,
enjoy the little tidbits here and there. It is nice.
yeah. I mean, honestly, like I know I'm lazy sometimes with editing, because like I'll be like, okay, well, I really need to get this content out, and I could put a picture or a video clip of every single anime in here. But the one time I chose to do video clips, that motherfucker got pulled down 3 times.
Hey, I'll
So
never do it again. I'll never do video clips again. Never
yeah,
ever. That's why I do this format that you guys have been
right,
watching.
yeah. Because let me
Because
tell you, someone will claim it, and then you'll tweak it, and they'll claim something else on it, and like it. The thing is, it sat there for a good week before it got claimed, which is annoying because
yeah,
I'm like, I like it
what you
better
get claimed for? Come on.
for a Toradora like deep dive episode. Just like one of the
Oh,
clips going 30.3 seconds, and if it's less than 30
ooh,
seconds, you usually won't get picked up. So
damn.
yeah, like the literally 0.33 seconds got me claimed. So
I got claimed for I thought for some reason, I don't know, man. I ain't understand the full rules yet, so I was like, all right, I'm not gonna use the actual commercial
yeah,
for Jump Force, but I'm gonna use the E3 like debut of it,
yeah.
which had a watermark I didn't notice,
Okay.
which
Instantly
they
got
were
picked up.
like they were like, oh, we were looking for
Yeah.
anything like that, bro. Like that's one of the main.
Right. Yeah,
You
YouTube
made this
does.
easy, motherfucker.
Yeah, YouTube has their like auto claim thing that it's like not like AI of any kind, but it's like it's self-scanning every single video that ever gets uploaded and
Right.
cross-references with
It has an
anything on the.
algorithm and
Yep.
yeah.
Well, because Google owns them, so like it literally like back cross-reference everything in Google Archive to try to find out if it exists somewhere else. Yeah, it's intense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just waiting for eventually the like still images that I use are gonna be copyright claimed. Like I'm
Right?
terrified.
Yeah.
Like that's why I was like, you know what, guys, these 30-second clips aren't even gonna be safe in another 2 years probably. Like we don't
Nope.
know.
Right. Yep. So don't do that anymore.
Yep. Back to because I we're gonna do a deep dive on Naruto, but I could talk. I need to talk to you more about Naruto right now.
Okay.
Who'd you love in Naruto, man? Who was your like that? Who, but like you had like in that kiddish way in your head, you're like, oh, that's me. Was it Naruto? Because mine's Naruto. I'll
No.
be honest. Mine's Naruto, man.
Mine wasn't. And it's gonna be real sad now that you said that. Mine was Gara.
What? Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, like I never thought about it like, oh, he's me, but like I'm a little sad boy too, so you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
The love kanji. You should, get
Right.
it. You get the face tab, right? Just get the.
Right. That's my next tattoo right there.
I actually follow a guy who has that right here, and
Really?
I'm surprised more SoundCloud rappers didn't go do that. Or like, it would be dope get like the Wizard King's little like.
Yeah. His little star thing.
Uh-huh. So Gar, yeah, I love Gar so much, but you know what parts of his story that don't really make sense to me? I don't understand, like, I don't know. Besides, like after at the end of Naruto, you have this cool side story with him and
Hmm.
Kankuro and Tamari,
Yeah.
as kids playing in like a sand and shit.
Hmm.
But like before that, it really like it's almost like they weren't there. It's like kind of like they were like an afterthought, or they weren't supposed to be his brother and sister. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
I think it was just they didn't play into that being like as important. Because I feel like you can definitely tell in Naruto, like when they were releasing it, it kind of seems like they didn't have like a clear focus almost until it hit a certain point. Like at the very
Right.
beginning, I feel like it was very like all over the place, in my opinion. And then they finally got like, okay, we're gonna stop just doing mission after mission. We're gonna start doing like the
Right.
the exams, and we're
But I
gonna
really
world build.
but the thing is I love each one of those elements so much, and they could have expanded on each one of those forever.
Yeah.
Forever.
Oh yeah.
And I would have loved more missions, loved them. I would
Hmm.
have. I'll take another tournament arc whenever you want to throw that at me,
Yeah.
whenever.
Yeah. I mean, like
And
I
go
think
ahead.
I think mainly it's just that they wanted to world build by giving like all these other characters from different places, but they
Right.
didn't want to go deeper than that. So like they were just like, ah, yeah, I'm his brother, but like that was the extent of it.
Oh,
And
that's a
then
good point.
and like in Shippuden, they do go. I feel like there was like one part that they do go deeper into Gar's like history.
Yeah, when like he's dying from
Well,
having
yeah,
the
yeah,
Shukaku extracted from him,
right.
which um I've are you up to date on Boruto? I'm not.
No, no,
I'm about to be, because
I'm at like 70 out of like 90.
it is got much praise lately.
Hmm.
Uh, and I I don't know. I keep getting shit spoiled for me, and I'm like, fuck, I need to watch it.
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff spoiled for me for it also. I
I
was like, damn it,
watched.
I want to watch this because it looks awesome in the spoiler.
Did you see the like little spoiler with like Shukaku?
The mini version of him.
Yeah, I was like, what is this cute shit? What
Yeah,
is, this is the Boruto filler I want.
right. You have mini him
Himawari,
going against big ass Kamara or whatever.
Kurama, yeah,
Yeah, Kurama. Yeah.
yeah. Dude. Also, my dog was just barking. I was just thinking, Kiba's the biggest disappointment of Boruto.
Really.
Okay, because it slept on being the cutest kid anime thing ever. He
Hmm.
is supposed to have he's supposed to have a kid with a puppy.
Right? Yeah, you would
Boruto's
think.
supposed to have a child with a puppy, and it doesn't have that. Why did
Right.
you choose to not do that,
Yeah. Like you could have had it where Akamaru had puppies.
bro? So much cute shit that people would make art for and like
Yep.
love. Like it would be like their thing. Like it would be people's like favorites. It would be fan favorite. Like it would be a whole lane for. It is. It makes no sense.
Yeah.
I mean, I understand making Shino weird, no matter how badass I wanted him to grow up to be. I understand making him into the loser you make him into,
Yeah.
and not have kids and shit. But doing that to Kiva, I was like, he was so ambitious. He's not, but I guess he
Right.
was so douchey. Maybe that's like the point. Their
But the
their
thing
point.
is, like, he has a whole clan. And like it's not like they all died out or anything. So like there's probably some girl in his clan that he could have easily been like, hey, let's make a family. I just survived the Great Ninja War.
Right, right.
It's-
Like he wants some girl that really some Reen type hoe that really thinks that he's gonna be Hokage.
right.
Protecting me is like saving the whole world because I'm gonna be
Right.
Hokage.
Exactly.
Because I did not like Obito backstories at
Yeah.
all.
Really. I didn't really care for him because it was like,
He was creepy. I was like, bro, you dedicate your whole life to this like first grade love.
yeah. Yeah. I mean, well, I think it's because he like partially died as a kid, you know?
He's
So
like, well,
like,
his life didn't go on past that, Rick. So what else is he supposed to base it on?
I mean, basically, he was like found in kid form and then formed with, fucking clone like half of him or
Trauma
whatever.
sample.
Yeah. So I
Yeah,
mean, like he basically had the mentality probably of a child, and then he just grew up.
right. Which really like solidifies that Madara was the better of the
Oh yeah,
villains.
for sure.
I mean, obviously was, but like, just like the lack of the reason they show Obito's backstory so much is because of the lack of depth.
Yeah. They're like, hey, this
There is
character kind of
nothing
sucks.
there.
We need to give him more.
There is nothing there.
Yeah.
All right, so Gar was your favorite from there, and then Deku and My Hero. My favorite My Hero currently. I just love and I want to always the quirk I'm always wanting to find out more about, bro, is Dark Shadow.
That is my favorite character.
Oh man.
Tokagami is my legit favorite. And actually, it's funny you bring him up because he is my next tattoo I'm getting.
No way, bro.
Yep.
If do you have like an image of like what you're gonna base it on? Like
Yeah.
you can send me. Oh yeah, I'll put it up in the thing. Dude, that's so. I like. There's a few that I've seen tattoos of too, and he's the coolest, man. And
Yeah.
when it revels in the night.
So, dude, though, his power in season 3 when they showed it in the forest, I
And
was
that's what I'm
like,
talking about. When he kept saying it revels in the night before it happened, bro, and then all of a sudden that happened.
yeah.
Like,
And just think about it. Like, so that's what he was dealing with and he knew about in that training montage at the very beginning of season 3, where
yeah,
he was like in the cave and they had it like marked off with like tape. He was in
yeah.
there. And I'm like, he was dealing with that? Like, Jesus. Like, that is
Oh
scary shit.
yeah, yeah, man.
So,
It's kind of like a dope ass like trump card, but only under certain circumstances. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
like no one else around.
Right? But like, I love powers like that are just like, oh, but the right time of day.
Yeah,
But the right
right.
time of day, oh, don't even
Yeah,
fuck with me.
right.
Get my ass beat Monday to Tuesday, but Wednesday night, don't
Yeah.
come around.
I also really like his in season the end of season 3 where he had his ultimate power or move where he like covered his body in it.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
Uh, are you up to date with Black Clover at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, I loved the training hot springs arc where they learned mana skin and
Yeah.
like really the I I like Black Clover so much because of the way they really explain the powers, but also
Hmm.
just kind of don't explain it too in depth. Like there's still so
Yeah.
much mystery that they could do crazy shit that like and like that you're not expecting yet still,
Oh yeah.
but that you have somewhat of an understanding of how the like
The world works.
battles are
Yeah.
going. Yeah,
Yeah, for sure.
exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree because I mean, think about it. You start with one, you're the main character can't use magic at all. So,
It's
like
so it's such a good premise. It's like, oh wait, it's Naruto, but you made Rock Lee the main character. Yes.
or just Deku, who didn't have
Or
any
oh, you're right. You're right. It's such a great melting pot of so many like story like lines that are like we all like love, and it has such great
right,
pacing.
for sure. And then like you have
Yeah.
him with no powers, but then you find out the Wizard King's powers and the extent of which he could do. And
We didn't even find out the extent of what he could do, okay?
I mean, he reversed time.
Yes, I know, but like the way he could the things he could do with doing that and
Oh
like
yeah.
the
But also like to see the size of his grimoire. Like I was like,
bro,
my
bro,
God.
that was one of the biggest flexes ever.
Yep.
That was I've talked about that with two other people in episodes. That is like anyone who's seen Black Clover, that is something you like
Oh yeah, I
it
was
was
like
literally
jaw drop.
because in that episode beforehand, they at the like beginning of the episode, they like give you some like foreshadowing because they talk
Hmm.
about how a person's grimoire like the size of it is like based on like how strong they are or whatever,
Right.
and then you're like, why did they tell you that? And I'm like, that's some anime shit.
Yep.
Pay close attention, Rick.
Yep.
But then the way they made it big was in the way that you didn't expect, so you're
Oh
like,
yeah, for sure.
oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh
Yep.
yeah. Did you watch this past week's episode,
Hmm.
Luck versus Magna? I'll put
Oh
a
yeah.
spoiler here real quick because I was so infatuated with the way that Luck looked
Oh yeah,
with that
he
elf
looked
reincarnated mana skin,
dope. He had the horns and everything.
bro.
I was like,
So do you? Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, so basically what I got out of that is the elf form can just bring out their full potential. So that means luck outside of elf like being taken over, he
Can't do
probably
that. I
can
know.
he probably can't do it right now, but he will be able to.
Right. Right.
And so,
Yep. Just keep training under Captain Yami, bro, and anyone
right?
can pass their limitations. He's one of the greatest captains ever, man. Such
He
a
is.
unique character type. So it's everyone in there is like I feel like every character is designed like two different characters within themselves. It's
Yeah.
like everyone's pitched in a like a way, but then they're also I don't know. They're not. They're typical anime stereotypes, but like combined with like just a twist. Each one of them has
Yeah.
just a twist.
I mean, think about
Uh,
Yami himself. He's definitely like the big badass like captain, but
he's
he's
Kenpachi's a Rocky, but he's also.
well, I'd
Go
say
ahead.
he could also potentially just be a wizard king with how I've in my opinion, like he in the
Oh
fact
yeah,
that
yeah, yeah.
like how much he cares about like people honestly like deep down inside, and then like
Yeah.
also like how overpowered he can be.
Right. No. So you haven't seen Bleach? So you realize my reference. I realized after I said it,
No,
but
you're good.
there's a guy in Bleach that he is like he even looks similar to, and it's anyway, no, it's but he's so deep and like understanding and like insightful.
Yeah.
It's but he's such a badass. It's how can you not love him? And his if our main character wasn't someone with anti magic, I would want it to be Yami, someone with dark magic.
Oh yeah.
That's such a cool power type.
Yeah. I'm also like super prepared for him to go against Lich again. Like I can't
Oh,
wait because he went against
I
because he went against him, like not full, like Lich's full power, but now
Uh-huh.
he has full power. So I'm like, ooh, let them go against each other again, light versus dark.
Right. That has to be like the yin to yang, right? But
Yep.
I have a alternate, there's manga, but neither of us read the manga, so this is an interesting discussion. So
Okay.
he so he I'm worried, legitimately worried about him squaring up again with the captain of the Blue Rose Knights.
Oh, and say, didn't he like whoop her ass though?
No, she whooped his ass and moved on.
Oh yeah, he like got away basically by
Yeah.
yeah. Hmm.
She would have like
Well, he sliced her beam. That's what it was. He basically ended her big ass like power beam.
right.
So, but I mean, I don't think she'll go against him again. Because they haven't mentioned him
You
in a
think that'll
couple
be saved
episodes,
for a side character
right?
fight? Oh,
I would think like maybe like a different captain has to go against her, like of the ones that are left.
right, right.
But I was gonna
I ain't
say,
even scared now after seeing his fucking sword can just turn everyone back. I'm like, oh well, then it's fine, whatever.
yeah. I mean, it is, but it isn't because I'm like, I wonder if there's going to be like limitations or, like what if Lich takes that sword back from him?
Or what if Lich is like super strong now? He's got the other sword too.
Yeah, and then like what if
Like,
he could break that sword? Who knows?
right? Oh, okay, okay, yeah, that's a good point. So that's where you're at with like anime currently, right? So you're like really into Demon Slayer now, right? Everybody
Loved it.
is. Right. I just this morning at the gym was watching episode 8. That's whenever like the girl like breaks into the like room. He's like in there with the doctor and shit,
Hmm.
and like the girl with the ball breaks in and like
Yeah,
destroys the house at the very end of the episode.
that's a
I
good
just
fight.
saw that. Yeah, I'm hyped for that. I was excited. I was like, ooh, I could like go home and watch it, but I kind of want to save it for to be like really excited when I'm at the gym to watch it. I don't
Yeah. No,
know.
it's a really good fight.
Oh, see, man, that's one of my favorite things about animes, and like, there's certain animes I can't watch at the gym if they aren't like like I won't watch Food Wars at the gym,
Right.
like it's not.
Yeah, you're
But
not trying to watch a slice of life at the gym and just be calm.
exactly, like Demon Slayer and Black Clover
Hmm.
and My Hero are all cool because they really like freeze frame, like slow down like individual like movements and
Hmm.
like 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 Asta like pushing down with like his leg and like focusing on
Yeah,
like his and then the ground like breaking and shit. Like
right.
that shit. Whenever I'm like on the stair stepper, bro, and I see that, bro, I'm like, fucking roar.
Yeah. My favorite thing, like, and some people hated it, but I loved it, was the fights in which they like break the animation almost, where they start like stripping it down to like
Oh,
almost
dude,
like
with the one? Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, yeah.
any
Yeah.
of them, where they like go to like it looks like this is the original rough draft of the anime.
Yes.
I love
Yes.
that shit.
I'm like, oh, this is this
Yeah,
is the meaning of anime. Like the whole time, I'm just like,
right.
"Rah." Literally like
Exactly.
Asa with the stars in his eyes, just
Yeah,
like that's how I feel, bro.
right.
Or like Deku crying and pointing to the computer screen, but like that's how I
Yeah.
feel, bro.
Yeah.
uh, but, but so we've been going on for like an hour and 10 minutes. Is there any other animes that you want to mention, like honorable mentions that you've been watching lately that you're like, by the way, if you haven't heard?
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure at this point because it's, people have been watching it, but Dr. Stone, that one's really
Okay,
good.
your boy hasn't watched that yet.
Okay, so
I've
you need to.
heard. Is it? I hate to
It
be a dweeb, but is it
it
subbed or dubbed?
it's both, I think.
Oh, it's dubbed already. I thought I
It's
was gonna have
it's
to.
not caught up, but I'm pretty sure they've already started it
Oh,
because it's been on Toonami.
oh,
So
that
which
means it's
means
probably even on Hulu, bro. That means it's probably even on Hulu.
yeah, or Funimation is
Yeah.
where it's dubbed usually. But yeah,
Okay.
there's that. There's Fire Force. Fire Force is really fucking good.
Okay, I've heard. Yeah, my friend Panda really likes Fire Force, man. That one, I watched a video explaining the premise of that one,
Hmm.
uh, but it's so crazy. It's not typical whatsoever. Neither is
No,
Doctor Stone, which is
right.
both the enticing things about
Yeah,
either.
exactly. And so Doctor Stone and has like 11 episodes, and same with or no, I think it might have more now. I'm not sure. But Fire Force returns tomorrow. Or return today, actually. No, never mind. Yeah, the new episode is today. So I haven't watched it
Nice,
yet. But yeah.
nice. And that
So
one's only sub though. I know that.
yeah, because
But
I'm
that's
pretty sure it can only be seen on Crunchyroll right now. I could be
gotcha.
wrong. Could be wrong. It might be on
But with
Funimation.
how much hype it's getting, that one will probably get the treatment as well because that
Yeah.
one it's such a unique idea. Is there any slice of life animes you watch at all?
I mean,
Because I'm
yeah.
just trying to explore. Okay, because I don't. Food Wars is
Yeah.
literally my first one.
No,
I'm
you're
trying to
good.
like hear about ones that like.
So if you watch on our channel, we have the Toradora. That is like god tier level slice of life. Because
All
it,
right,
it's
pitch
it's
soft pitch to me.
all right, soft pitch. Girl and guy have two best friends, and they like each other's best friend, right? Well, they agree to say, okay, let's hook our best friend, like let's hook each other up with our best friends. So they kind of like tag team it, and they're like, oh, let's do this. Then they fall in love by doing that. And it's just like a super good story, but there's also like a lot of different range of emotions in it. I think it
Okay.
would be something you and Sam would like.
Okay.
Yeah,
All right. Is it high school
yeah,
premise? Okay.
yeah.
All right.
Just
Most slice
because,
of lives are. Yeah.
yeah.
Whatever.
There's also, if you want a super chill slice of life, it's called Laid Back Camp.
I mean,
And
that sounds, bro. Wait a second. I definitely want that pitch. That name. I'm like, and you like a
yeah,
super chill one, bro.
yeah.
Okay,
So
what's that?
like, so it's about this girl that just loves going camping throughout Japan. And so like
Ooh.
she like will go like by herself and just camp in random spots, but like the animation is super good with it. Like they like show like the nighttime sky super animated really well and stuff. And then she finds a friend that she's like, oh, I'm a loner and you're wanting to come camping with me. And so I don't know if you saw it, but there's a popular anime gif where there's these two little like, you know what a Shiba Inu is? It's a little
Yeah,
Japanese dog with a
yeah,
curled tail. Yeah,
yeah,
so like they're on leashes barking at her, and one gets away and just like pile drives her.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so that's
That's
what
from
that's
that
from.
anime. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so it's more of like a slice of life comedy at times. So yeah, it's super laid back though. Like it
All
was something
right.
I just watched. It was 11 episodes. Yeah.
I, I'm down. That sounds really cool.
Yeah, it's just something to put on and it's chill, like on the background basically and watching it.
Right, right. Is it dubbed?
I don't know.
That's
I
okay.
I, I watched
I
it
only
when it came out, so I haven't
okay.
watched it since.
I hate asking, but I find from so many people that watch my podcast and everything, like there's such a lane for people that are like, I don't want to admit it, but I prefer the dub.
No, I mean that's fine. There's some shows I do and some shows I don't. Like I watched what was it? I watched Naruto Shippuden all the way up to current dub, and then I switched to sub because I was like, I can't wait. I have to
Yeah,
like, they take too many years to sub anything. So I
yeah.
was like, I can't wait. I'm gonna have to watch it sub. But and that's the same thing what happened with Black Clover. Like it hit a point where they had the red thread of fate with the cat and Vanessa.
Oh, one of the coolest powers ever, which
Yeah,
was just fucking finally brought up again in
yeah,
this week's episode.
right.
So hype. I The possibilities with that move are
Yeah.
endless.
So it hit that point in the dubbed, but like it was to the cliffhanger when they all got
Yeah.
captured. And I was like, okay, well the subbed is 3 episodes ahead of this. I cannot just stop right here. So that I
Oh
went
yeah.
through.
No. You
Yeah.
mean
So
you mean next already exists? I just have to read. Then
it,
then next.
right. So yeah, there was no way I could not watch it subbed. But I definitely do like some animes dubbed more. So
Gotcha. Have you seen the commercial for Demon Slayer dubbed? Because it's about to start.
I haven't.
Okay, bro. They chose the perfect Tanjiro voice. I can't wait to hear
Really?
the others. They chose a perfect, like soothing, soft-spoken
Hmm.
young boy voice. I'm just like, yes, it's not annoying.
Actually, I can tell you one anime I prefer dubbed over sub now, thinking about it, and that was Sword
Wait.
Art Online.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. That one.
I like Kirito's voice in that. So
Yeah.
that voice actor specifically.
Has
But
he been in anything else that I would know? Do you know?
she's been in a couple things. I can't think of anything off the top of my head. But
Okay.
if you ended up Googling his voice actor, you would see
Right.
he's played, and plus anything that's been on like a Shojin or Funimation or anything, they you reuse the same people over and over again, like a Piccolo's voice.
Right.
He's Captain Yami,
Right.
so he's been everyone.
Oh, wait. Bro, you know how heavy that made me? I didn't know that. Bro,
Really?
you know how you just made that that's one
Yeah,
of the that's a highlight of my day, bro. Like knowing that now.
yeah. So
That's cool.
he's Captain Yami. He's Piccolo.
Oh,
He's Zoro for One Piece. So
I knew that one. I knew that one. Yeah.
yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, another anime I want to shout out because I cannot give this one enough love, and everyone needs to watch it that likes fantasy driven like animes, and that is The Time I Was Reincarnated as a Slime.
I haven't watched that one.
Everyone needs to. It is dubbed completely. You can
Ah,
watch it. And say the first
okay.
season's
The
done.
name is just so off-putting. I really need to get over it and give it a try.
Okay, so I'm gonna give you one. I'm not gonna spoil anything because this happens in
Please don't.
literally in 2 minutes of the anime.
Okay, okay.
He gets reincarnated as a slime. Okay, just like the title says. But when he's dying, the reason he got turned into a slime is because while he's dying, he's like saying these things in his head, and he's so like I don't know if you know what the term isekai is.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, so he's basically being isekai'd into a fucking another world, and what he's thinking about while he's dying is giving him his characteristics for that new world.
Oh, fuck.
So
I've
like,
literally had that thought if like something like that happened when I died, bro. I've
yeah,
literally like
like
it's
he's
like
like over
no.
here, like because he got stabbed, he's like, oh, it's so warm. Why is it so warm? And then like a voice pops up. It's like heat resistance activated. And then then he's like, oh, now it's cold. And he's like, it's like cold resistance activated. And he's like, man, this hurts so bad. And it's like making a body that has pain resistance. Like, yeah. So he
Oh,
makes
that's
himself into
hilarious.
this like badass character with all these like resistance to everything. But then he like because he was like, I don't want to feel pain anymore, he became a gelatinous like slime. So and it's just like it's really cool because he goes in a life where he's a slime now, and in this world, he is considered a monster because slimes are usually monster creatures. So he has to befriend other monsters, not other humans or like humanoid creatures.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
That's
so
weird.
yeah, so
Okay.
it's like the other side of the story.
Oh wow. Kind of like Rising of a Shield Hero.
Yes. I said that's a really good one also. And it just got
Yeah.
announced for season 2 and 3.
Nice, nice.
Yep.
I like that one, but I wish the pacing of it isn't my favorite, but I really like the idea of that one.
Yeah.
The whole like premise of it.
Yeah.
The I really love animes that break down how the power works.
Yeah. I
Like
love the fact that he has like he literally like just unlocks new trees of power
right.
within his shield. Like
I'm
it's
like,
badass.
oh, you like you going you you real isekai. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
like yeah, this is
It's
like
Assassin's
basically
Creed now. Okay.
exactly. It's like, oh, I scanned a plant. Now I unlocked a plant tree in my like
Uh,
repertoire. So, but yeah,
exactly. Uh last one, what anime games are you playing currently?
I mean if you count Pokemon. That's pretty much it.
Right.
Yeah, I
Where
mean,
where where are you at in the playthrough right now? What gym then?
so I think I just got my fifth one, and then that's what it has aired, and then I have the sixth one recorded already.
What gym types were those?
So because it's a randomizer, it's literally
Oh
like
shit! Yeah. I
yeah,
forgot.
yeah, no typing.
Oh man, so uh yeah, I can't wait to see because you never know if it's gonna be like Breeze or the biggest.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. No,
yeah,
when
it
I
could be a game lock. It could you can't get past it if it it
yep,
could get bad enough.
literally in I don't know if it's the episode just aired because I can't like keep up in my head. It's either the episode that just got put out recently or it's the episode it's going to be. But like I started the episode and immediately had to go against an Articuno. And I was like, oh, this is great. This is real great. So yeah.
Oh man,
What?
yeah. And there's not like a limitation to how many times they can appear, right?
Oh yeah, for sure. There is no limitation to what's gonna pop up.
Yeah.
And so like it so the only problem with randomizers is it does keep true to the standard how the game works, which I've done like development of my own game for Pokemon. And so they have like seed generators essentially for each
Okay.
route can have like I think it's like 10 Pokemon slots. And usually how Pokemon does it, it repeats the same four Pokemon. So it just like, and each slot has like a different percentage of how often you'll encounter it.
Oh, okay. Like
So when you do that,
20%,
yeah,
15%. Yeah.
exactly. So what happens in a randomizer is if it's like, let's say Registeel pops up, it's probably going to keep popping up. The bad thing about any of the Reggie Pokemon is they know Explosion and maybe one other move. So when you're playing a Nuzlocke where your Pokemon die
Uh,
for good, it is the scariest thing running into them.
oh man. You think creepers in Minecraft are scary?
Yeah, right. Yeah, there's no respawn for these Pokemon. They die.
Oh man, that's terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which
So
which Pokemon are you most scared to lose on your team right now?
probably my starter because I can't. It's a Growlithe and I can't evolve him without a Firestone. So like his base stats kind of suck because I can't
So you're
evolve.
putting in so much work to him right now. You're like,
Yeah,
well, I'm really like I've kept you on my team. I battled
exactly.
dumbass like way cooler shit that I could fill your slot with, but I'm
Yep,
holding out for you, homeboy.
exactly. I'm like, just let me randomly find a Firestone, please.
One day you're gonna make daddy so proud. I
Right.
just
What's gonna end up happening is I'm gonna have like a level 100 Growlithe. So he's just
Bro,
never
you
gonna
fuck up
evolve.
that Articuno would come back around though. I'll tell you what.
Right.
All right, dude. Well, you want to give any plugs about the channel real quick? Anything you got going on or
Yeah, I
new
mean,
episodes?
yeah, for sure. I mean, like always, like all our videos, I'm gonna have a video with you on the end of the month for our contest slash giveaway, whatever you want to call it.
We just
So
have to
that
give money away, bro. Just take money. That's all.
yeah. I mean, I honestly like this giveaway. I feel like is super easy for people. You just subscribe to both of us, and you win $20 potentially,
I'm
and
like
you have a potential of tagging someone else and get an extra slot.
it's the
So
easiest raffle ever.
right. So with that, that's one big thing is we have that going on, and then me and Webby will continue just basically doing anime videos. So like we have a couple interviews lined up with people, and then I mean we just released the October video. We'll probably do a My Hero video, just because we have to talk about what happens in season 4.
Oh man, I know. I'm debating on if I want to let it get like 3 episodes in and do
Yeah,
one, or if I want to do it week by week. I don't know because it depends how hype it is. It
yeah,
depends how hype it is. Is there gonna be enough to talk about every week? I don't know, man.
yeah. I agree with you. I think I'll probably do a season video or a mid-season video just to kind of like go over what I like so far, pretty much.
That's probably the safest bet.
Yeah, just especially because their seasons are like 26 episodes, so like to cover 13 episodes isn't too bad for one episode.
No.
Yeah. So, but yeah, I mean, and I'm gonna continue Pokemon until I'm done with it. So, and I don't say that.
Or until Growlithe dies,
Right.
My heart hurt too much.
Oh yeah. Exactly. So I mean, I don't dislike the series, but I am more excited to do the Fire Red version than I'm gonna do after.
Oh
So,
yeah.
yeah, I also like Legion 3. So yeah, Gen 1 3, which those are my favorite gens. I don't like Gen 5 or 4 at all.
Oh, you don't like them? Oh,
No.
damn.
Oh yeah. To the point I have never played Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, I hated it. I hated the Pokemon they came out with because it felt so lazy.
Oh, man, strong opinion, okay.
Yep. Oh, I know. I am definitely a minority with that opinion.
Yeah, I was like, that's kind of a lot of the bad. Definitely can't side with you on that one.
It's all good. But yeah, I mean, nothing really else going on. I have a lot of games I want to play and record. Just it's a matter of finding time.
And I think we really need to try to get on top of do like a Pokemon battle or a Jump Force battle. We need to play some kind of game together before. I think that'd be fun.
We can do Naruto. We can just podcast.
I wouldn't mind having
It only costs me like $15.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
And then all the DLCs like I think $2 or $3. So super cheap.
Oh, for Snowy Striker. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all the other games are even cheaper.
Alright, man. Well, I'm gonna wrap it up. Thanks for checking out this week's episode.
Yep.
Later, Dweebs.